Hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today's reading will be for October 2023 for the sign of Gemini. If this is the first time, welcome, and a warm, sincere welcome to anyone who's returning, especially subscribers, donators to the channel. Sorry you had to wait a little while this time, Gemini. I just, as usual, have a lot of things going on. Don't we all, right? Anyway, enough of my excuses. Just to let you know, next month will be again kind of crazy. I actually have to have surgery. And I'm going to be out of work for a significant amount of time, which means I'll actually have more time to do readings. And by the way, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't apply to your situation, feel free to turn it off and join me for the next one. But back to what I was saying, I'm going to have a lot of time, November, December. So I'm going to try to do some bonus readings, and I'll have a lot of time on my hands. Not that I have nothing else to do, because I actually do. I am taking actually some courses online, and that's taking up some of my time. But I will be out of work for several weeks without pay. So yes, that's a little bit of a plug. If you are feeling generous and can donate to the channel, the link can be found in the bottom of the description box, okay? So what do we have going on for Gemini? We're almost there, folks. Almost there. Let's see what you have stirring for October. You have the Ten of Spades, ouch. Seven of Hearts, ouch. Three of Diamonds, and the Five of Hearts. There's some kind of separation going on with you, Gemini. Yeah, physical separation with the Five of Hearts. It's some kind of change that has come in and has left you feeling hurt. Feeling hurt. This is usually around disappointment around a person. The Seven of Hearts is. It's that internal experience of someone who just you might have had expectations of them, but it's not necessarily all about you. Maybe they presented themselves as being able to give more than they could, but somebody let you down here, and this is pretty devastating. This is like the end of a major cycle, but it's ending on a very dark note. It's going to take you a while to go through this. This doesn't necessarily mean it happened recently, but I do see the physical separation here, so I think this is still fresh. This is a fresh, raw thing going on with you. It's going to take some time to go through it, though. Ouch. We'll see what that's about. We're going to look at the rest of the cards. We're also going to pull some more cards. But you also have decisions to be made around finances. Now, if this is like a romantic relationship, maybe you have to decide how to divide up assets, bank accounts, property, any of those things, right? Or maybe, if it's not dividing up bank accounts, it's about what you do going forward financially. Maybe you depended upon this person to an extent, you know, to contribute to the household bills, and now you're stuck paying them on your own. I don't know. Let's keep going. Six of Spades. This was destined to happen. This is meant to happen. This is part of your fate. Perhaps you knew it was going to happen eventually. I don't know. That just struck me. Two of Diamonds. Seven of Clubs and the King of Diamonds. Well, it could have been an earth sign. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or you're feeling very like you're in control of your finances right now. Despite financial decisions doesn't mean you're in a bad financial place, because I also see indications here with the Two of Diamonds. Things are balanced financially. I'll just go ahead and put in there, this is usually finances being balanced between people, two people in particular, but if you were out of a relationship, I guess I jumped to the conclusion with that. It may not be like a romantic relationship. It could be a job situation. But you are, nonetheless, you're in a very balanced, stable financial situation, even though you may have decisions around it. Now, the Seven of Clubs, interestingly enough, is about feeling trapped. I don't know. There was a physical separation that doesn't mean that you wanted it to happen. I'm interpreting this as, this is what it feels like. It feels like even though you had the physical separation, you didn't really want it to go this way. You didn't want it to end this way. Therefore, you're feeling trapped. Like, this is really tearing you apart, right? And I do see that here with the Seven of Hearts and the Ten of Spades, especially the Ten of Spades. Doesn't mean you wanted it to happen. So your hands are tied. Yep, it's that confinement. You're confined. You are stuck in a situation you do not want to see happening. Let's go ahead and see what else is going on. More cards. Information here. Okay, Seven of Spades. Yeah, this is about things coming to light that may have been hidden from you. It could have also, I'm just going to put it in there as well, this may apply more to you, Gemini. It could have been an epiphany of sorts, like something you didn't realize that you needed or wanted. And that came to light, and therefore it set off a chain of events. Again, if it's not romantic relationship we're looking at, could have been a work situation, could have been something you're involved that was not ethical, and that you started to realize that. Or you started to realize it wasn't for you in some form or fashion. I'm not seeing specifics on that. At least not yet. But that's about information coming to light. And it could go either way. It could be discovering something about the other person, or you discovering something on your own that forced you to change the circumstances here. We also have the Five of Spades and the Eight of Clubs. See, there was a decision here around breakup. I am not picking up too much romantic energy, and I don't know why. I'm just telling you how I feel. And it's all about the intuition here. I think you got yourself out of a situation, be it a business situation, an employment situation. I don't know. I mean, it could have been you being part of a club. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't necessarily mean it was something obvious, I guess. Anyway, there was a decision to be made around the breakup. It's like maybe you're still even feeling on the fence about it a little bit. And that would actually make a lot of sense why you feel like your hands are tied. Like, part of you wants to stay in the situation. Part of you doesn't want to let go. But the Five of Spades is about that breakup. You broke off from something. And the Eight of Clubs is about, honestly it's about a crossroads decision, but I don't think you're at the crossroads anymore. I just think there's a little bit of trepidation, a little bit of hesitancy, even though you went through with it. I've been in that boat. Like, I was hesitant about making a decision, but I did it anyway. And so you're kind of looking back going, did I make the right decision? But you know you had to. I don't know. I mean, that's what this speaks of. Could have even been like a hasty situation at the time because you were angry. We've all been guilty of that. I'm one of them. Yep. And not necessarily relationships. It could be small things. I actually canceled a subscription to a service the other day, and I have been questioning myself the last couple days, thinking maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should call them back and see if I can reinstate it. It was an insurance policy, but at the time I felt like it wasn't going to work out. But then things changed. I don't want to go into specifics, but then I'm like questioning myself, and you could be in that kind of same boat there. The Jack of Spades, you could be, I was going to say, you could be dealing with an air sign, but this could be a Gemini or a Libra or Aquarius. But this is about, the youthful energy of Jacks. People younger than you, people less experienced. The Jack of Spades there's a little bit of caution with the Jack of Spades because you can't trust them, even though on the outside it seems like you can. I'm going to say this is you not trusting situations right now. You feeling a little bit, I don't like to use the word paranoid, but just distrustful. You have a very suspicious nature right now. And you're feeling vulnerable. Perhaps that's the Jack energy. Yeah. I'm feeling, again, raw. I keep hearing raw. This is all raw. You know, raw, R-A-W. Not like raw, like raw. Like it is uncooked. It is fresh. This is still like fresh. Ace of if I could speak, Ace of Hearts. Yes, but you are on a new beginning to follow your heart. Honestly, I didn't see a lot of positive cards out here, but this is very positive. Very positive. If you haven't recognized it already, this is what all of this has presented for you, okay? You might have needed to hear that, and why I can suddenly speak is maybe because you, again, have a lot of conflicting feelings about what has transpired, feeling trapped, things coming to light, epiphanies. But the Ace of Hearts, man, that is sweet. It's the chance for a new beginning. And to get what you really want. And that is too many cards. So we're not even going to look at it. All this darkness. Nine of Spades. Yep, again, something has ended here. Something that disturbs you pretty deeply on some level. Not sure if it's anger and sadness or just one or the other, but I think it all is wrapped up with the Nine of Spades and the Ten of Spades. Like I said, it's going to take you a while to get through this. This is not an overnight thing that you shake off. So sad to hear, Gemini. You got something going on with an ending. I'm going to go ahead and ask for advice. Maybe we can see some cards that'll brighten up your day. Cards of advice. Cards of advice, as I have observed, sometimes they give you a little bit of hope because they tell you what's coming. At least mine do. The Three of Hearts. Oh, okay, that doesn't want to go back in. The Queen of Hearts. Here we have the emotion. We had all the spades out here and kind of this darkness, and now we have all this emotion coming out with this heart energy. Okay, we got three hearts again with the Nine of Diamonds. And we got the Ace of Hearts again, see? Look at that. This is, honestly, I can tell you already the center of this reading, the main theme of this reading is going to be on a new start towards what you really want. Following your heart, following your intuition, following your passion, whatever, in whatever context that applies. It's not necessarily a relationship. It could be bigger than that. It could be more complicated. But you got decisions here to be made. Maybe it's about deciding what you really want. Aha, there's an idea. Deciding what you really want. That's not just with the Three of Diamonds energy. That's more tangible, right? That's making financial decisions. This is about what you really want, you see. It's deeper. Much deeper. Queen of Hearts energy is that water energy. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But it's also the nurturer card. The mother figure. I think this is more about self-care. When I see this show up in the advice, I feel like it is telling the reader, me, to tell you to take care of yourself. Self-nurturing and self-care is very important right now. In whatever form that takes. And that's about following your heart. There's so much of that here. I'm sure you agree. You also have the Three of Hearts here with the Nine of Diamonds. Now, the Nine of Diamonds talks about a achievement of sorts. So I feel like this may not necessarily be a romantic relationship, but some kind of business situation that affects you deeply, obviously, because there's all that pain around it. Maybe it's about things not working out in a business situation. And the Three of Hearts is about deciding what you've really achieved here. Recognize, not deciding so much, but deciding to see the achievement, the side of it that is an achievement for you. Does that make sense? Like, we can resist the positive aspects of a situation, and perhaps that's what you've been doing, Gemini. But with the Three of Hearts, it invites us to change our heart, in the sense that we look at the positive aspects, the positive outcome. Because there is positivity with this Nine of Diamonds, I can tell you. Especially materially. This isn't really about relationship with the Nine of Diamonds. There's some material aspect around this. And look where you're headed again. You're on this new start. You're going to find what you really want. As a result of these endings, or ending, you are well on your way to pursuing your heart's desire. Again, whatever form that takes. I don't see it as you looking for the love of your life. I see it as something much greater and deeper than that. Not that that's not important, but I see it as broader. Something that's going to really impact you in many different ways, not just romantically, you see. King of Spades. Again, this is your energy. This is air energy. And, King of Spades tends not to agree with the program. They're the one that stands up and says, in the group that's agreeing, they're the one that stands up and doesn't agree. But they have power and authority around, and they have very good business sense. I see this as advice not to go along with the status quo. To be the one that stands up and says, I don't agree. I don't accept this. Maybe it was about this ending. I don't accept the terms of this. It was more important perhaps to follow your, how should I say, morals or your wishes. Maybe you felt a little bit of, what am I trying to say? A little bit of guilt around that. But this is about now standing firm. But the King energy is about standing firm and saying, no, I'm not going to accept it. So I see that as a power card, especially because it's in your sign. Too many cards. Let's see, a couple more cards of advice here. Let's see what we got. Another King card. Look at that, the King of Hearts. This is about taking control. Emotionally being in control. Not that you are hysterical and out of control, but you see this again, this is your advice. So this is about taking control of your emotional matters and really standing, again, firm in your emotional perspective on things. And feeling good about that, especially with the self-nurturing. That's going to bring you up to this King level. Not that the Queen level is that much less. But this is fantastic. I don't see how it could get much better than this. It's going to make you, this is what I just heard, this is going to make you stronger emotionally. Aha! There's the crux of the matter. Because like I've said pretty much for the last 10 minutes, the main theme of this reading is about now you're given the opportunity to have this new start. This came out twice. It's over here. It's under some other cards, but that Ace of Hearts came out twice. And being the master of your emotional life. In some way, something was not fulfilling in the past. It may have set you up, stably as far as financially, but there's something about it. And refusing refusing what it was. I think whatever it is, it already has transpired. There was the breakup, there was the separation from it. But you need to feel good about that, being in that king position. You see, there isn't much better. It doesn't get much better. Excuse me, much better than that. And it's not about gender, so we're not looking at male, female. It's just the king has the ultimate power. Emotionally and in your own sign of air. Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you got the insights that you were looking for today. If you like the reading, please give me that thumbs up. It really does help support the channel, and subscribe if you have not. And again, things are going to be kind of funky for me the next month, but I should be able to put in some more readings November, December. So you have that to look forward to, okay? Thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again.